The Legend of YueKui. Bai YueKui, the human boss in Ling Cage. What was her past like? She grew up with her brother, Bai YueKui. After the apocalypse, she was all alone, though alone is not quite the right word. Southern Hillier. Bai YueKui walked slowly among the ruins, leading a cow and carrying a baby on her back. The baby was woken by a fly and sneezed. A roaring motorcade approached and blazed past her, forcing her to stop. Boss Bai didn't flinch. She smiled and whispered to the baby. 3, 2, 1, peekaboo! A pack of thugs came out. You could tell they were troublemakers by the look. A scrawny Mohican stepped forward, mouthing off.
Hey, pretty. You alone, huh? Let's have some fun.
He was the first to pay the price. A lash of steel cracked heavily against his chin, shattering half his teeth. So brutal, the Mohican howled in agony.
My teeth! My teeth!
The others were stunned, but only for a second. They snatched up weapons and closed in on her.
Stop!
An old woman called it off.
Please, girl, did they frighten you? We were passing by and saw you with a cow. What a fine-looking beast. She must be full of milk. Well, you know what they say. Joy shared is joy multiplied.
Faced with an elder, Boss Bai had nothing to say. She simply let her gaze fall, dropping to an odd flower that had just sprouted in the dirt. Taking Boss Bai's silence as consent, the old woman gestured to the crowd.
My kids, come!
Seeing a chance to impress, the Mohican grabbed a bucket and shouted,
I am on it, Mom!
He rushed to the cow and started to milk. The others started to drool. For milk or milking? But he kept milking the same spot. It hurts the cow. So the cow lashed out. He yelled furiously.
Stay still, you stupid!
The cow answered with a brutal kick. His glasses were smashed to pieces, and he went flying far away. The others all burst into laughter. They goes,
You can't even handle a cow, and you think you can handle a woman?
Seizing the distraction, a clever red-haired boy sneaked around behind the crowd. He picked up the bucket, gulping down the milk. Then, a gunshot. A bullet went through his mouth, and liquid exploded out.
What did I say?
Sorry, Mom. That was wrong.
The young man begged.
Help me. Help!
In her view, ignorance could be forgiven, but disrespecting an elder? That's a death penalty. The others kept silent, trembling where they stood. Then a man in a suit scooped milk into a delicate teacup and offered it with great respect.
Mom, please have some milk.
The old woman drank with joy. Boss Bai lit a cigarette and casually asked, That good?
Of course. It's hard enough to find water, let alone milk. Luckily, I have my sons to look after me. My days aren't so bad after all. You have plenty of milk. How about joining our big family?
No, you guys are too ugly. One man flared up.
What did you say?
A hand wave from the old woman cut him off.
Well then, let's make a deal. I'll let you go. But you need to leave something behind.
Bai YueKui thought she wanted the cow. Letting her have some milk was okay, but taking the cow? No way. Seeing the misunderstanding, the old woman clarified.
Well, girl, the cow is already mine. What I want you to leave behind is the baby you're carrying. It's been so long since we've had a good meal.
The baby was gone, taken directly from Boss Bai. The one who made the move was a topless man with a necktie. He took the baby at bullet speed. Impressive. The old woman beamed with joy, as if she were already chewing the meat.
Smells good.
Boss Bai chuckled, puzzling the old woman.
What you smiling at?
The truth was, Bai was genuinely thrilled. She had finally met her kind. They were surely outmatched, but her fists were itching for a fight anyway. Watching Bai approach, the old woman snarled and gave the order to kill.
Finish her!
All guns fired at her. A patterned long blade flashed by, deflecting every bullet. The next move, a decisive, clean cut. His arm was gone. The little one was flung into the air. Bai calmly reached out and embraced the baby safely. She placed the baby in a safe corner and reassured him.
Wait here. I'll be back.
Then she entered full battle mode. The long blade swept through the gang like a raging storm. As the blade's light flashed, no one was left standing. YueKui slid the sword back into its sheath. Now only one was left to deal with. Having witnessed everything, the old woman howled in impotent rage.
My children, all gone?
Enough the show. Now, it's your turn to wander around alone.
Bai said softly. 2 gunshots. Her blood traced toward a familiar flower. Bai YueKui checked the desert cruiser and said,
A bit wrecked. Should do.
Then she saluted the old woman.
I'll let you go, but you have to leave something behind.
The old woman's face contorted into a snarl, vowing revenge.
As long as I live, one day I will find you!
Boss Bai didn't even look back.
Anytime. All I have left is time.
A wind swept by, revealing a brain hanging from Bai's waist. The old woman immediately realized that she was the legendary, the woman with the brain. The blood was so thick that the breathing soil soon
Wait,
caught up and
don't
began
go.
devouring the bleeding human.
Help me.
She started
Help.
pleading, but the hungry soil finally consumed her completely. Bai shrugged it off with a glance, as if it were just another common sight. Then, something unusual happened. Bai turned to that brain and asked,
Ready, brother? Let's get out of here.
with a roar of the engine, she drove into the unknown. Actually, she was never alone.